Yeah, I think on the next slide here we have some great areas where University of Cincinnati is doing this coordinated action between advisors and faculty and student affairs and advisors and Veterans Affairs Office and advisors. So yeah, Tara, we have like same student, three different actions. So I'm the University of Cincinnati student involved in all these programs, and tell me how you folks approach this and like the steps you're going through so that I feel like I'm being supported and also not over supported or feeling like I don't belong to your point, like, that's a lot. Maybe I just need to bail. Yeah, I don't want that to happen.
Well, and supported in a personalized way that tells a student that there are people watching out for them and caring for them and not just systems messaging them, right? So that's part of the goal where we're it's an iterative process and we're working towards that. But I would say with our early alert outreach, the partnership between our faculty, our advisors, success coaches, and our other staff has been a really, really strong one. It's allowed for transparency between faculty and initially advisors to make sure that not only were the faculty saying, I haven't seen this student in my class, I'm a little bit concerned, but also for an advisor to maybe follow up, maybe refer the question or the need out to someone in student life if necessary. Is the student still in their building on campus, right? But it also allows for us to let the faculty know what's happened. And so closing that loop has been very, very important for the faculty to continue to engage. And it's one of the reasons why we are continuing to see increased engagement by our faculty in the system. It's one of the reasons our alerts are growing is because more and more of our faculty are finding it valuable. And in some cases, the alert is between the faculty and the student just to say, hey, you did great on that last exam, and I want to make sure that I see you at the next recitation. It could be some of those types of things that also gives the advisor a heads up. And what we see is when it's an individual course communication between the student and the faculty member, that it's good for an advisor to have transparency, but where an advisor especially needs to step in is where there are multiple courses where something may not be going right. So from an early alert standpoint, the advisor is seeing a different picture then, and it allows us to act in different ways based on what seems to be going on with that student. So that's been a really important partnership. Our students actually in student affairs, there's been so much excitement about the fact that they can see and utilize data about our students that they had not been able to before. One of the examples is we've just expanded the access to our systems to our Turner Scholars Program. And some of our student affairs areas were saying, we have these wonderful student leaders. They're very, very deeply engaged. They're spending 30 or 40 hours a week in their student engagement and activity, but now we're finding out that maybe their academics were suffering as a result. So that helps those people that are in student affairs who know the students really well, understand what's going on holistically so that they can help guide and coach in another direction. And so we're very excited about that expansion, and the expansion to our Turner Scholars students is the beginning of a pilot for broader expansion. Our counseling center reached out and said, wait, students are scheduling with their academic advisors. We want them to use the same tool to schedule with our counselors. So we're doing that now. We've got several examples of where we're doing those types of things. And one area is with our Veterans Office. Our Director of Veterans Affairs stopped by and said, Tara, can we set a meeting time where advisors all come together and talk about students, degree plans that they have to have. And I said, Terrence, I'll go you one better. They have a graduation plan that's already in the system that your Veterans Affairs office can utilize. And he was so excited, he was beside himself. So there's a lot of different ways that we are working with the students, but even more importantly, in some cases, working with each other.